So this is the opening title of Agatha Christie's Poirot, the famous detective, starred by David Suchet. I've been watching the show since I was a small kid. Watched it first time with my mother, and always found it very exciting, and with the famous music that I only can use for a few seconds, so I don't get infringed by copyright issues. And the reason I want to talk about it is that this series has just been such a source of consolation and peace and quietness, calmness for me since I was a kid, but also gave me some inspiration and also sometimes some some perspective, even though it's not the meaning of all this. So why does it keep being popular also among fans of all ages up until now? And at the same time, people who roll their eyes about this show and think it's so boring. I remember I was at a conference once in Fyn, in the middle island of Denmark, at a pedagogy conference, and the lady who was speaking for hundreds of us, she said that in her introduction that, well, you can sit here or you could be at home now after school watching an episode of Poirot. And my friend and I, we laughed because we loved Poirot, and she seemed to be mentioning it as a boring afternoon one could spend at home, but it's not boring at all. So why is it so fascinating? Well, for me, it's first of all the 30s, the environment of that time, and the architecture that's shown, the cars as well. They are very fascinating, brought into the show, into the series, and then we have the character depicted, especially by David Suchet. He really reflected on that in his book, Me and Poirot and Me. And he really did a good job in like showing us the character of this stranger Belgian policeman, retired in England, but making a living because of his big brains, and the situations he gets into. So it's not only about solving the crime, but also the environment that surrounds him, and he has these friends around him with Captain Hastings. Captain Hastings, Inspector Japp, and in the office Miss Lemon, and they are like the help and the friends and the people who follow him, and he has all kind of strange and funny episodes with, and that's very beautiful in the series because you're actually sitting there focused on the crime and what's going to happen, but at the same time you get like in this one, a long walk in the evening where they're watching some fireworks, and everyone is going home, and they have some funny comments to each other, and it goes on in every part of the series, as I'm gonna show. And I'm only showing this because of my favorism for this show, for this series. I love it very much, and I keep watching it. Actually, every second year I keep starting it over, and then when it finishes, I say farewell with a sorrow, and try to forget it as much as I can, so I can get back and watch it once more. And that's why I don't know. I just got the feeling that I want to talk a bit about it, and it's like opposite many of the modern series today with fast-paced movie clips. This is slow going and in a way funny, and like it makes you feel relaxed and at home and at peace. Here's a small episode with Captain Hastings, for instance, where he's like almost walking over the firecrackers of the kids, and it's very beautiful made. It's a small thing, but when you watch it, you can't avoid but laughing because you can remember yourself maybe doing this, and you can see these street kids here having fun and laughing at him, and this happens to every one of us. So it's very beautifully caught in that manner too.